Hello and welcome to my channel, Chicana Bling, and today, as you can see, I'm going to be bedazzling these super cute Coach inspired cherries from Amazon. I got these at Amazon. I think they were around like $8 because obviously I didn't want to spend money on the actual Coach charm, and they recently came out with these super cute bedazzled cherry charms, and I was like, you know what, let's bling it out because they're like $300. And no, I'm not gonna be paying that. So I'm gonna show you exactly how to bling them right now. So let's get started. I'm going to begin by prepping the cherries. So I put some napkins on my table, and I have a buffer that I'm going to use to file down the cherries to take off that top coat, that shine, just to make sure the rhinestones and the glue adhere more better to the cherries and the results last longer. So I'm going around the whole areas that I'm going to bedazzle. It was hard to file down right in between where the cherries are close to each other, so I kind of left it alone, but I did try to go as much as I could over the whole cherries. Once I was done filing them down, this is how the cherries looked. With a napkin and some alcohol, I went on ahead and cleaned off all that dust, making sure the cherries are completely clean before starting to bedazzle them. Look at that. Clean and ready to bling. So like I said, right there in the middle, I didn't file it down, but it's all good. I got the majority of them. So now I am going to be using Liquid Fusion as my adhesive. I do have it in my applicator bottle ready to go just to make it easier to bling and faster. I also have my pickup tool. This is the one I'm going to be using to apply the rhinestones. And I do have my tray to keep my rhinestones organized. I am going to be using red rhinestones in the size SS8, 6, and 5. So now moving on to the best part, bedazzling. So I am going to start off right at the top, applying one layer of Liquid Fusion right at the top because I'm going to be working one row at a time. And then I'm going to start applying my rhinestones. I am using the size SS8 as my main size. I do have the smaller sizes for any fillings I might come across. So I'm going all the way around applying the rhinestone, making sure it is exactly where I want it to be. I'm going in circles, row by row, until I reach the bottom. So pretty basic, guys. Make sure the rhinestones are exactly where you want them to be. They're perfectly aligned, not overlapping. Again, now working on my second row, once again going around and applying my rhinestones. So pretty easy, right? So I just continued row by row working my way down. I did have to use a smaller rhinestone right in the middle where the cherries are very close to each other, because the size 8, I feel like they both wouldn't have fit if they both had the same size. So I went in with the size SS5 just to make sure they had enough space. And I only use that size for that small area. I hope you guys can see right there. I'm trying to show you guys. So I did end up doing the other cherry just to make sure they did fit, and it did. So this is how it looks. Again, just using the SS5 right there in that middle area where they are very close to each other. And after that, I just continued using the size 8 for the rest of the cherries. So look at that. It's coming together. Again, row by row. If you do feel comfortable doing more than one row at a time, you can completely do that as you see me doing it here. Just be very careful. Make sure your lines are as straight as you can make them. I know this is a round surface, so they're not going to be super straight. I would just suggest limiting yourself to maybe like 2 or 3 rows at a time just to make sure your lines are going straight around the surface. So very simple, right? So remember, always double check your work by section so your glue does not dry out on you. Very easy. Oh my gosh, I have to say, I was obsessed with the results. I love them. I literally saved myself like $300 right here easily because those charms are expensive. So right here you see me working my way to the bottom. I have to say, Again, I did the same exact thing to the other cherry, but when I got to the other cherry, I actually did run out of the SS8. So I ended up using the 6 to fill in the rest of the cherry. Same thing, just with the smaller size rhinestones. So just keep going. If you run out of the rhinestones as well, either buy more or just use the smaller size. And honestly, you could not even tell me to show you guys right now. So yeah, you see me finishing up right here. Very, very easy. I love how these cherries came out, honestly. Double checking my work. And there you go. Look at that. Same thing over here for the next one. And look at that. So like I told you guys, I use smaller size rhinestones on the other one. Can you tell? Honestly, can you tell? Because I can't. Look at that. Beautiful. I did let these completely dry for 48 hours before using them. And this is how they came out. Look at that. Gorgeous, right? Oh my god. I am obsessed, guys. So remember, this is one of the charms. If you're into Coach, this is one of the charms, right? That they drop just the red cherries. But they also did another one with a green leaf. And I thought about leaving them like this, but I was like, no, I need that green leaf. I love how it looked, right? This is gorgeous already, but I was like, no. Let's keep going. So I actually did the green leaf as well. So you can leave it like this if you want. Or let's add a little mini tutorial, another one, right? So I did the green leaf. What I did was I painted over the gold leaf with a green Sharpie. And then again, same thing, applying my liquid fusion, working by sections here. It was rows working around the leaf, using a green AB jelly rhinestone in the size SS6. Very easy and very simple, guys. That's what I did to both sides. And then look at my cherries, how they came out. Oh my god, I have to say, I love them even more. Right? Doesn't the green leaf just look, oh my god, it just looks so gorgeous. I love it. Again, do not forget to let it completely dry before using it. Go bling out your cherry charm. Go buy it from Amazon, buy the materials, and it's gonna be way cheaper than spending over $300 for the charm, guys. Yes, these are probably maybe a little smaller than the original. I haven't seen it in person. I have to go see it and compare. But guys, look at this. Oh my god, I freaking love it. It's beautiful. I hope you did enjoy this video. I hope you learned a little something. Now you know how to bling your own Coach Cherry charm. Do not forget to give this video a like, subscribe if you have not. Share this video with other Coach Cherry charm lovers. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Let me know what you think, alright? Alright, bye.